Cristiano Ronaldo's absence at Diogo Jota's funeral, a respectful decision. Liverpool FC opens books of condolence for Diogo Jota and brother Andre LFC tribute at Anfield. Diogo Jota, a true Liverpool legend. UK newspaper headlines, Banter police and swept away. Cristiano Ronaldo's absence at Diogo Jota's funeral, a respectful decision. Cristiano Ronaldo's decision to stay away from Diogo Jota's funeral was a deeply personal one, driven by a desire to honor the grieving family's privacy. But here's where it gets controversial. Could one of the world's biggest sports stars truly understand the weight of such a moment? Diogo Jota, the beloved Portuguese footballer, lost his life alongside his brother Andre Silva in a tragic car crash just days after getting married. As the community mourned, Ronaldo's absence was notable, especially given his close ties to both Jota and the national team. Ronaldo's sister, Katia Aveiro, stepped forward to explain her brother's actions. She emphasized that his decision stemmed from a profound respect for the family's pain and a fear of drawing unwanted attention. It is absurdly shameful to watch TV channels, commentators, and social networks focusing on an absence rather than respectfully honoring the pain of a mutilated family destroyed by the loss of two brothers, Aveiro wrote on social media. Her words paint a picture of a man haunted by memories of his own father's death when his family faced an invasive media circus that overshadowed their grief. Aveiro recounted how their father's funeral was besieged by cameras and curious onlookers, making it impossible for the family to find solace. At no time were we, the children, able to leave the chapel. It was only possible at the time of the burial. Such was the commotion she shared. This experience clearly shaped Ronaldo's approach to Jota's funeral, where he worried that his presence might similarly detract from the family's ability to grieve privately. Indeed, the scale of the media frenzy around Jota's funeral was staggering. His grave had to be closed off to the public due to soccer fans snapping selfies at the headstone long after the family had left. Ronaldo's concern about becoming a distraction may have been well-founded. Ronaldo himself expressed his sorrow through a poignant social media post, sending condolences to Jota's family and wishing them strength. He acknowledged the suddenness of Jota's departure, saying, "It doesn't make sense. We were just together in the national team, and you had just gotten married." This incident raises interesting questions about the role of celebrities in times of tragedy. How much should they involve themselves in public mourning, and at what cost to the privacy of the bereaved? As Aveiro pointed out, silence is also empathy. Perhaps we need to learn from this. Not everything is as it seems. In the aftermath of such a devastating event, it's crucial to remember that the families of the deceased deserve our respect and understanding. Ronaldo's choice, though unexpected, serves as a reminder of the importance of empathy and the delicate balance between public support and private grief. Liverpool FC opens books of condolence for Diogo Jota and brother Andre LFC tribute at Anfield. In a heart-wrenching turn of events, Liverpool Football Club is grappling with an unimaginable loss. The football world is in shock as Diogo Jota and his brother Andre Silva have tragically passed away. As the news spreads like wildfire, fans and supporters are coming to terms with the devastating reality. But here's where it gets emotional. In a beautiful display of solidarity and respect, LFC has opened both physical and digital books of condolence. This poignant gesture allows fans to pay their tributes and offer support to the family and loved ones of the deceased. Supporters can sign the physical book, which has been placed in the Anfield Road stand reception area at Anfield. The book will be available during specific hours. Thursday, July 3rd, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Limited books available. Friday, July 4th, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Saturday, July 5th, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sunday, July 6th, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday, July 7th, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Tuesday, July 8th, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. And this is the part that truly showcases the power of technology. The online book of condolence is accessible to fans worldwide, who can sign it here. https://www.liverpoolfc.com/club/Diogo-Jota-supporter-condolences. In addition to the books of condolence, the club has taken other meaningful steps to honor the memory of Diogo Jota and Andre Silva. Flags have been lowered to half-mast at Anfield, a powerful symbol of respect and grief. Furthermore, all club stores, museums, and tours have been closed until Monday, July 7th, as a mark of respect. The club has also offered well-being support to its staff, should they need it. As the football community comes together to mourn this tragic loss, one question lingers: how can we support the family and loved ones of Diogo Jota and Andre Silva during this incredibly difficult time? Share your thoughts and condolences in the comments below. Diogo Jota, a true Liverpool legend. Diogo Jota embodied the spirit and determination that made him an ideal match for Liverpool, a city renowned for its resilience. CNN. One particular performance by Diogo Jota stands out in the memories of Liverpool supporters, a moment that many fans will cherish above all others. In October 2022, during a challenging period for the Reds, Jota and his teammates faced off against a formidable Manchester City squad, a team that would ultimately secure a historic treble that season. Just a month prior to the 2022 Men's World Cup, a tournament Jota later described as one of his lifelong dreams to participate in, many players might have chosen to play it safe, wary of potential injuries. However, Jota was not one to shy away from a challenge. Although the Portuguese forward did not score or assist during the match, he put in a remarkable 100 minutes of relentless effort, tirelessly reclaiming possession for his team. Liverpool emerged victorious with a 1-0 win, but Jota's unwavering commitment came at a cost. He sustained an injury in the dying moments of the game, which ultimately ruled him out of the World Cup. With the tournament set to return next year, it seemed likely that Jota would finally have the chance to realize that dream in 2026. Tragically, that opportunity, along with the invaluable experience of being a young father and a newlywed, was abruptly taken from the 28-year-old when he and his brother, Andre Silva, lost their lives in a car accident in northwestern Spain on Thursday morning. Courage and determination. Perhaps Jota could have avoided injury against Manchester City had he chosen to refrain from making those tough tackles. Yet, that was not the type of player he was. Neil Atkinson, CEO and host of the Anfield Wrap, shared with CNN Sports, the way he played the game was full of this sort of scampering energy. He would hunt the ball down aggressively, and he'd hunt space down aggressively. While Jota's technical skills were impressive, they may not have reached the heights of some of his teammates. However, it was his relentless fighting spirit that endeared him to the Merseyside crowd, making it nearly impossible to attend a Liverpool match in recent years without hearing the fans' famous chant in his honor. They loved that work ethic, that sheer desire, and the fact that he had almost a sense of mischief about him in the manner of his goals as well, Atkinson remarked. And I think that very much endeared him to the supporters. The Portuguese international was outspoken about his belief in hard work on the pitch. As a fan, I was a fan myself. You want to see a player fighting for the club, for the badge that they both love, he stated in a video released by Liverpool on Thursday following the news of his passing. Yet, Jota's tenacity extended beyond his on-field attitude. As a young player struggling for playing time at one of the world's biggest clubs, Atletico Madrid, he made the bold decision to join Wolverhampton Wanderers, a team then competing in the Championship, the second tier of English football. His courage paid off, as he quickly became one of the standout players on the team, eventually signing with Liverpool in 2020. At Liverpool, Jota found a unique connection with a city that, much like him, has faced its share of struggles. In 1981, riots erupted in Liverpool due to tensions between the police and the black community, prompting then British Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher to be advised by her finance minister, Geoffrey Howe, to adopt a policy of managed decline regarding the city. Howe infamously remarked that investing public funds in Liverpool would be akin to trying to make water flow uphill. 8 years later, The Hillsborough disaster claimed the lives of 97 Liverpool supporters during an FA Cup semi-final, and once again, the city bore the brunt of institutional blame. Both local law enforcement and certain segments of the British media pointed fingers at Liverpool fans. Despite relentless advocacy from the victims' families, it wasn't until 2016 that an inquest ruled the deceased were unlawfully killed and that fan behavior did not contribute to the tragedy. Liverpool has endured more than its fair share of sorrow. Just weeks ago, a car crashed into a crowd during a parade celebrating the club's Premier League title victory, injuring numerous individuals, including children. In light of this latest tragedy, the city will once again unite in mourning. The only way to get through this is to get through it together, Atkinson emphasized. This sentiment of unity was echoed by another Liverpool supporter, Sally, who chose not to disclose her surname while speaking to CNN Sports' Matthias Grez outside Anfield on Thursday. "You stick together because that's the only way it's going to work," she expressed. That's the community spirit. It's not just Liverpool, it's Everton as well. Rivalries aside, during times like this, everyone comes together. It doesn't matter who you support. Indeed, among the many scarves, flowers, and heartfelt messages left for Jota and his brother outside Anfield, tributes from Everton fans, Liverpool's local rivals, were also visible. "I'm not really a massive one for social media, so I hadn't seen any of what I'm now seeing in front of me," another supporter, Simon Walker, shared with CNN regarding the tributes at the stadium. "But I'm not surprised in the slightest, because this is how this club and this city operates." To say that Jota, a man who hailed from a small town near Porto, 886 miles, 1426 kilometers, away, was a perfect fit for Liverpool would be an understatement. His connection extended to some of the less traditional Portuguese pastimes. In social media tributes, former teammates Andy Robertson and Caoimhin Kelleher both expressed their surprise at Jota's fondness for darts and horse racing, with Robertson humorously dubbing him Diogo Mac Jota. "You could relate to him," Sally remarked. "You could tell he was a down-to-earth fella. He was very humble. He wasn't showy-offy. He was just very much a family man. I think that's what relates everyone in the city to him, because we're all like a family." The funeral for the 28-year-old and his brother took place in their hometown of Gondomar on Saturday morning. The grief experienced by their family, Jota's wife, and their 3 children far surpasses that of those who admired his performances from a distance. Yet, it is a testament to Jota's spirit and determination that Liverpool, too, mourns the loss of one of its most cherished sons. UK newspaper headlines, Banter police, and swept away. Here's a glimpse into the latest headlines that have sparked both praise and controversy, blending serious policy debates with unexpected human stories. Let's dive into what's making waves in the UK. Controversy in the boardroom *, a fiery debate is brewing over a new policy proposed by Deputy Prime Minister Angela Rayner. The Mail on Sunday reports that her plan to overhaul employment rights aims to push companies to hire diversity officers to shield staff from workplace gossip. Critics argue this could stifle free speech, while supporters claim it's a step toward safer, more inclusive workplaces. The government insists the law won't restrict lawful conversations, but the clash highlights how even small policies can spark big divides. Policy shifts under fire *, the Sunday Times reveals that plans to lift the 2-child benefit cap, designed to save the Treasury billions, are now dead. Sources say MPs must weigh the trade-offs of rejecting the policy, emphasizing the tough choices facing policymakers. This underscores how economic decisions often come with unintended consequences, forcing politicians to balance compassion with fiscal responsibility. A new tool for migration control * French authorities are using an unorthodox method to block migrant boats from reaching Britain, jet skis equipped with nets. The Sun reports that these devices jam propellers in shallow waters, creating a barrier. Meanwhile, a one-in, one-out agreement to return migrants to France is still in negotiation, raising questions about border policies and humanitarian concerns. Justice system overhaul * The Observer warns that thousands in England and Wales may lose their right to a jury trial. An independent review led by retired Judge Lord Levison argues that the current system is unsustainable, proposing that less serious cases be handled by judges and magistrates. This shift could redefine how justice is served, sparking debates about fairness and due process. Football funerals and reunions *. The Liverpool player Diogo Jota's funeral was covered by multiple outlets, with headlines like, "You'll never walk alone," echoing his legacy. Meanwhile, Oasis bandmates Liam and Noel Gallagher's tense first date during their reunion tour became a media spectacle. Reports suggest they stayed in separate hotels, with sources hinting at a desire to keep their private lives intact. These stories remind us that, even in high-stakes moments, human connection remains central. What's next? As these headlines show, the UK's news cycle is a mix of policy battles, human drama, and unexpected twists. But here's where it gets controversial. Should workplace banter police be allowed to monitor office conversations? Or is this a move to protect employees from harmful gossip? Let's hear your thoughts. Do you think these policies strike the right balance between freedom and responsibility? Share your views in the comments below. Cristiano Ronaldo's absence